evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 96 of the Primetime Gorehounds. I'm the Paul. I am the Gore. Wow! I am Primetime James Hollis with the Gorehound self, Paul Birch. We're watching Child's Play 2 from 1990. It is 5 p.m. Eastern here in America on July 24th, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live! Yes, indeed. Child's Play 2, and this, my friends, is where the series ends for me.
Wow.
Not wait, no, I'm lying. I can watch Child's Play 3. I can watch it, but Child's Play 4 on I can't get behind. But wait, did I say Child's Play 4?
Yeah,
No,
Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky on. I can't. I just can't. I just really don't like the direction the series went. But for me, I would say the series in its full glory for me is the first two.
Can't go wrong there.
It's the first two, but yes, we did the first film like over a year ago, and yeah, I just figured, why not bring the Chuck back in his absolute prime. But Paul, how are you doing on this? Well, it's kind of gloomy and cloudy and rainy over here, but how are you doing on this lovely Wednesday evening?
Well, just like you in the US, man, it's pissing down with rain here too. But I've been doing good. I've been kind of waiting on the modeling agency to call me back to let me know when they want me to come back up again to get some professional photos done properly, and then to formally sign to be in their books. And then we'll see how it goes from there. But that aside, I've just been like, I don't know, just been doing my thing, really, just keep myself active with whatever I do for a hobby, and taking photos of all the local bands that play. We got another one coming up, I think, sometime in August, because I know on the 13th we got Hyrax. That's going to be fucking gnarly. But yeah, just been keeping myself happy with photography. And also, September, I'm off to Germany. I'm going to be doing that thing again, dude.
Wake me up when September ends.
Oh, good
Yes,
song.
yes. That should be a great time. Should be
Oh.
a great time. And first things first, I just want to go ahead and get this out the way. With my new work schedule, there's going to be some randomness of when the Gorehound episodes are going to happen. Primarily would want to do them on Fridays, but like I got a new job, so may have to work on some of those days. So I think, Paul, the next episode of the Gorehound show, shit. Today's Wednesday, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Might be. It might be. No, it can't be Monday. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out because this is really like my only day off this week. So like, but I'll figure it out. It might be Saturday.
That's fine.
But we'll see. We'll see. So I just want to go ahead and get this out the way now. But yes, episode 96 of Child's Play 2. Are you into the Child's Play series, Paul?
Oh, dude, I'm into the Child's Play series. I have all 7 movies, got all the TV shows, got the documentary. Dude, you should know. I got him fucking tattooed on my arm with all the other horror characters. You've seen that photo.
I know, but some new viewers may not know. Come on, Paul.
Well,
it's called being a host. Yeah. It's called being a host.
Well, for those who are new to this channel, yes, I am a fan of the Child's Play series. As I said earlier, I do have all the movies, seen all the episodes of the TV show, got the documentary, have the I have Chucky tattooed on my arm. It's the Bride of Chucky incarnation of the tattoo because I always thought his look in that movie was pretty cool. But yeah, I've always been a fan of the Child's Play series. I remember when I first watched the first movie when I was a kid, sneaking down to my parents' movies night, and when part two came around, it was no different. I remember my mom was like thinking, "Okay, we got to try and watch this movie. We can't let Paul come down and notice." So they tried to do it quietly. I still snuck down, and they were about 20 or 30 minutes into the film, and they realized I was like giggling with some of the kills, and they were just like, "Oh fuck!" So yeah, they knew I was watching this, but I enjoyed it. As far as this one in the series go, it's easily one of my favorite entries in the series. I mean, this is the one where this movie, I guess you could say, was when it started firing on all cylinders, and this is actually the first movie in this series that ended up being with Universal because MGM, in their wisdom or stupidity, whichever you want to call it, decided
Yeah,
to
or Orion Pictures.
Ryan Pictures, yeah, they decided, oh, this ain't gonna be successful. We're gonna fucking sell it, and Universal took the ball and ran with it, and it's the franchise it is today. But yeah, this is like I said, this is one of my favorite ones in the series. Definitely a fun movie to watch. I haven't seen this movie, I think now in about 4 or 5 years because I've been catching up with a lot of other shit. So I had to literally, folks, dig through my entire movie collection just to locate my Child's Play series box set because I got 6 and 7 on Blu-ray. I got the TV show on Blu-ray, but the first 5 movies are on DVD. So this copy I have on DVD has been collecting cobwebs. So had to dust it off, put it in the DVD player, and hope to God it still works.
Yeah, it better. Otherwise, the show is it's not going to end well. So hopefully, hopefully it does. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with this. Of course, I'm watching this on Amazon Prime, and Paul's doing the old school, watching on DVD, Blu-ray. And of course, if you want to watch along with us, you go ahead right along. I'm about 6 seconds in, about to see the old school Universal Picture logo, and of course, you can watch alongside with us, whether it's on the VHS or the old wood burning TVs, if those are still around. I'll be shocked. We can't imagine if those are still around. That'd be crazy. But yeah. So let's go ahead and watch Child's Play 2 from 1990. And the rules go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, let's just say the next time you're working in the factory, you're going to get an eyeful.
Yeah, that scene always makes me laugh for some reason. I don't know why. But all right, so here we go. And 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in Universal Pictures. Man, that's an old one. There's a 1940s one. Then it was the 1980s. And then here we are, 1990. This was the 75th anniversary at the time. You know, there's been so many Universal logo incarnations. Which one would you say is your favorite?
Oh, the one when it goes around the globe there, like the recent one.
Oh yeah, the one that came out in 2012, if I remember that was when they did that one. Yeah, I think that one's pretty cool.
Universal Pictures presents.
I bet MGM after this were thinking, man, we fucked up selling this.
A John Lafia film, which he helped write the first film, right? If I'm correct.
Yes, he did, and he directed. I think he wrote the second one, the third one too. And I think about a year or two ago, he unfortunately passed away.
Oh, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, and here's the charred remains of what used to be Chucky.
You must whip it. There's Chicago.
Yep. Ugh. Ugly.
Yep. There's the doll. The doll.
Out goes his eye.
Can you just imagine the PR nightmare that Good Guy Incorporated had to go through after this.
How are you going to explain to them that there's a kid that honestly believed their doll came to life to try and kill him?
Yeah,
Who's gonna?
one of our toy products came to life trying to kill a kid. Oh my goodness! Like,
How do you?
how can you explain that to the people?
You can't. There's just no fucking way. God, he's got.
But yeah,
Oh, his
but
teeth?
but 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 yeah, but Child's Play 2, I've always enjoyed. You know, some say that it kind of suffers the same problem that Nightmare on Elm Street faces with, where a lot of people say that this is their favorite one. Like, a lot of people say that, not a lot of people say that the original is their favorite. It's my favorite, but not a lot of people say the original is their favorite. They either go with Child's Play 2.
I can say this. I can say the same thing with the Maniac Cop trilogy. I mean, there's only 3 films, but everybody says Part 2 is the best one. I mean, we did watch that last summer, so I don't know what it is, man. It's like movies when they hit that number 2. Sometimes they can either be really good and the fans love it, or they turn out to be totally shit. And this is one of those examples where this movie was actually for a lot of people better than the first one.
Yeah, I just the reason why I just kind of prefer the first film is just simply because, you know, just how, like, there were moments with Chucky where the slow burn approach with Chucky, you know, it's
Yeah.
eerie, it was creepy, you know, you never really saw anything like it before. Um,
Mm.
but I kind when I say I don't like the direction that it went, it I kind of understand. Because, Paul, how long are you gonna take serious of a little ass doll like beating the shit out of human beings?
I
Like,
think you only.
it's not gonna be taken serious. So they kind of had to go with the whole carnival. You know, everybody can be a doll now, like, approach that they took, and they made Chucky
Yeah.
even more of a comedian. Because, but just me, I just can't. And yes, did you watch Cult and Curse of Chucky? Yes, I did, and even then, I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not feeling it.
Well, you know how I feel about those recent 2 movies. I enjoyed those. I think the reason why they kind of went in that comedy approach, especially when Bride of Chucky came around, because keep in mind, when the 4th one came out, we just had 2 Scream movies at the time and Halloween H2O. So everybody wanted a piece of that bandwagon that Scream set up. And that's why you saw a couple of older ones making a comeback around that period. And they wanted to try and use that formula. Um, but yeah, back to the question about how many films can you watch without taking it, taking the piss about it. I think you can only be effective with it once when it comes to a doll being capable of kicking someone's ass, but you can only do it for one
Yeah,
film.
yeah, for one film, like, you can only go that route for so long, you know.
Yeah, and this movie, as much as I enjoyed all the movies, you kind of got to admit it does kind of jump the shark a little bit, knowing the fact that the killer's a fucking doll.
Well, like I said, in part 3 is where I felt it, you know, and I
Yeah,
don't, and I can watch 3, I can tolerate 3, but 3 I was kind of like, okay, you might need to end here. But when it got to 4, again, I've been on record to say, um, I've always said this, that I think adding Dom Anthony having full control of the character and the addition of Jennifer Tilly, I think that's when the franchise went down a evil path, in my opinion.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
because, like, here's the thing, like I don't. Yes, Dom Anthony created the character. Yes, but I
yes.
give more credit to Tom Holland for why Child's Play was a success the way that it was. Because we've seen what has happened when Dom Anthony has full control, and look how crazy and batshit insane the series has gotten now. We got what Glenda?
That Glenn and Glenda character is actually a reference to a movie that Ed Wood did called that. If you're a bit of
It
a film
still
historian,
sucks.
yeah, it does. But for any film historians out there, if anybody's ever seen that movie biopic that Johnny Depp was in called Ed Wood, that's kind of his first. That film director's first movie was the Glenn Glenda thing. So that was the reference to that one. I'm just seeing what Motionless Zombie just put out here. He just said that the Home Depot has an animatronic Chucky doll coming out for Halloween, about $200, and he says it looks awesome. I might actually try and get that. I'm gonna see if I can get shipped internationally. I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on that. Fuck yeah.
There's Alex Vincent.
Yeah, who was I think he's about 8 or 9 during this one.
Yeah, because he was about like 5 in the first film.
Yeah,
and
because this one came out like 2 years later. Oh, he's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
Chucky's gone. Oh wait, I'm ahead. Oh fuck! Hang on, let me pause it. I'm at the bit with the two.
Yeah, I'm at the part where. Yeah, I'm at the part where Andy is playing cards with, I think, a psychiatrist.
Yeah, here's the problem, folks, about DVDs regions in the UK and the US. Where you are, you got NTSC, so it plays at a certain speed. Mine's at PAL, which runs a lot faster. So I might be a couple seconds ahead. So when you get to the part, James, where the two business guys are arguing, let me know.
All right, I'm looking for two business guys.
Yeah.
All right, they're coming, they're walking in, walking in with a stretcher. All right, there's two business guys. Put a lid on this. That's not a problem. Listen to me. Okay.
I'm just gonna go 10. I'm just wait 10 seconds and then I'm gonna hit play. Okay.
But Alex Vincent, Chucky's on the ground.
Yep, there he is, a little shit.
I think that's Chucky.
Are you sure? We're in a factory full of these fucking things.
Yeah, he's sitting there on the ground. Back to Andy playing cards with his psychiatrist.
Yeah.
But didn't they say that Captain Hicks' character went like batshit insane?
According to the story lore, that is what happened to him because they try to convince everybody that, we two almost got killed by a doll that was possessed by the soul of a serial killer that I put down maybe a couple days prior. So they're just like, all right, man, you've had way too many to fucking drink, or you're fucking crazy. We're gonna lock your ass up. The same thing happened to Andy's mom.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I buy that. Because do you personally buy that Andy's mom would be in a sane asylum where Andy is so kept together and put together and stuff? Because like, I don't know if I buy that. I don't know if I buy that. I mean, I know they originally wanted them to come back, but I think Chris Sarandon, he didn't want to do it because Tom Holland was not associated, was not going to direct it, which makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I forgot what her name was.
Catherine Hicks.
Captain Hicks. I think Captain Hicks was either pregnant or she was about to do Seventh Heaven. Because didn't Seventh Heaven come out in '90?
Well, I'm reading this right now. I'm looking at the trivia for this. It says here there were many rumors about why Catherine Hicks didn't reprise her role as Karen Barkley. One of the popular being that she was pregnant with her husband, Kevin Yeager, who operated the animatronics. But the simple fact was that the director, John Laffer, wanted to take the story in a new direction, and that direction did not include her character. Aside from an unfilmed opening courtroom scene, which had her sent to a mental institution. So despite her not reprising her role, she was still constantly on set visiting her husband. So so everybody thought it was the pregnancy angle, but no, the real story is that the director wanted to take this in a different direction. That's why she never came back.
Oh, PTSD.
Yeah, I know it's a bitch, isn't it? I've been there.
Oh my god, yeah, man. Yeah, but Alex Vincent, he came back. He came back to the franchise, didn't he? Like he's now like back.
Yeah, like he made his return in Curse of Chucky. He had like a little cameo at the end. Then he had a full-fledged role in Cult of Chucky, and Kyle, who was in this one, makes a return as well, and they all of a sudden came back in the first series of Chucky, and they've been there ever since.
Oh, okay. All right.
They brought back a couple of familiar faces from the previous entries in the franchise and brought them in either in the next movie or the TV show that we've been watching. I mean, fuck, they brought Jennifer Tilly back, for crying out loud. And
Oh,
even
of course.
and even the voice actor who did Glenn, who originally was a Hobbit in Lord of the Rings. I think his name was Billy Boyd.
And the layout of this house is kind of weird.
It's a bit too creepy to me.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of this layout. And then pink.
Nah, sorry, I'm not living in a place with that color. I can't do it. It's too distracting to me.
And this lady plays the mom. If you're a true horror fan, you should recognize her. She was the nurse in American Werewolf in London.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right. She was. Yeah, she was in that film too.
Yes, she was, which is one of the greatest werewolf films of all time. You know, literally, probably to this very day, still has the greatest transformation scene of all time.
And not to mention the best nightmare sequence, because you couldn't tell if it was real or not. I mean, yeah, especially when you had a werewolf in army gear stabbing the fuck out of a nurse.
Yeah, I don't like this layout of this house at all. I'm getting Shining vibes.
I'm getting people under the stairs vibes.
Oh, well, there's Kyle.
Yep. And if I'm just checking her details out, because I know when she came back at the end of Cult, and I know she was in the TV series. I think that was her acting return, because after Child's Play 2, she was in Boiling Point, and then she was in Body Snatchers, and she's done stuff for TV, but in terms of films, she never came back again until...
I remember her from I know she did this, and I believe Beverly Hills 90210 she was on.
Yeah, she was in 12 episodes of that. She was in ER. Like I said, she did more TV stuff than film. She played Kyle once again in TV series of Chucky from seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, I remember like she was on 90210. Her character was actually pretty popular on the show, but they never like revised her character. Little did we know that there was a rest in peace, Shannon Doherty. Passed away this week. But from what I've been hearing, there was a lot of drama, behind the scenes.
Not bad. According to this,
some starting with her.
Yeah. Oh, and according to this, Don Mancini stated that the early draft of this script for this film was originally going to be set during the Christmas season, so that would have explained why there was a shitload of good guy dolls in that factory.
Oh, no!
Nah, fuck that.
No!
I'm a little bit ahead. I'm just going to wait until you see the bit with the mum picking up the doll. But yeah, imagine a doll dropping on you like that.
No. You see, why would you... Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay, maybe if they forgot, but how could you forget? This little boy, had a very traumatic experience with a good guy doll.
It's like
the last thing that you need to do is have a good guy doll in the closet.
It's like that shit from Silent Night, Deadly Night. Remember that with that kid?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. You should be aware. You should know that. Don't put things that will trigger this kid.
Yeah, don't
like Paul. Like Paul. Imagine. Oh, excuse me. Like Paul, you had a very traumatic experience with a serial killer that used to wear a hockey mask, right? And then you come hang out with me, and then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Oh shit, Paul, I'm sorry. I'm a hockey player. Oh, I forgot to hide my shit. Like, bro, like you be like, bro, you be mad at me, like, bro, you know, I had a bad experience, like.
Well, you and me are gonna have some. You're gonna have some explaining to do. I know that.
Exactly, and that's I that always annoyed me how tone deaf the parents were when it came to that.
Yeah. We got Alex05 here saying hello. He said, man, Chucky used to scare me so much when he was a kid. You ain't the only one, dude.
I bet probably scared a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And we have this dude here going to the liquor store.
Hey, why not? And Chucky's like just checking them out. So, subtle hints like that is when you see his
that's
eyes.
creepy. That's creepy.
Where have I seen that building before? Oh, man. Fucking red phone up close there.
God, remember those old phones?
God, I remember those old cell phones. And I think Brad Dourif was fucking my age when this movie came out. He was 40.
Cash only.
Oh,
That's a gold card.
Bitch.
We don't accept. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there were certain places where they didn't accept cards. You know, there used to be a time, folks, when you would have to ask, do you take debit?
You know, there are still some shops that only take cash only. Still to this day. Fucking car alarms, dude.
But yeah, but to me, I would say is Brad Dourif's. This movie, to me, it's his best. I say it's his best performance, voice acting. I believe it's this film. I think Brad Dourif is at his absolute peak in this film.
It's Brad Dourif at his prime here.
Yeah, this is him at his prime. To me, I always thought this was his best performance. I think this is the first film where we actually get like the actual Chucky laugh. You kind of got it in the first film, but this is where you gotta get the. I think this is the first one we actually get it.
Yeah, this is the one where it happened. Yeah, this was the genesis of it. This movie right here.
So what are you guys gonna do in your 100th episode? We're gonna get naked, and no, I'm just kidding. Don't worry, I got something planned. For the 100th episode. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I've got something planned for episode 101 too, man. Trust me, I got something cooking.
The Chicago accent. That's Chicago. Do it! Just do it!
You did.
I'm out there. Freeze, asshole.
Oh, hang on. Let me pause it. Fucking DVDs, dude. I should have got this on Amazon Prime, but I didn't want to spend $3.
Dang. You're dead.
Hold on. I'll wait a couple seconds.
And there's the Chucky laugh. Yep. But the animatronics in this film is so good. Like, he cleared them. He cleared from he just Black Christmased them.
Oh shit.
He just cleared them.
Yeah,
remember that Black Christmas?
Yeah, I remember
Black Christmas. Oh.
Oh yeah, that was our very first episode for anyone who didn't know.
First episode. Yep. Well, technically, our first episode was the
Texas
Chainsaw. But our first watch along was Black Christmas. You're right.
Oh, and
keep in mind, folks. We only just did an episode because it had just happened to be Christmas. I remember hitting Paul up. I was like, "Hey, Paul, you want to watch Black Christmas and just record it?" And Paul was like, "Sure." And it became a thing.
And ever since then, we just said, "Fuck it, we got a good thing going. Let's do this. Let's keep it going."
But again, I would never, if I was a foster parent, I would never just have that doll just around. Like, I would never do that.
It would be gone before the kid even arrives. I'm telling you now.
Oh, I would, or you could just throw it in the basement and put it in a corner somewhere, locked up somewhere. But I would
Yeah,
just fucking. Well, I forgot her name. Her name is Jenny Aguilera, something like that. She hasn't
yeah,
aged. She hasn't aged since up to this
yeah.
point in this film. She hasn't aged at all from American Wolf in London.
Even at
She's a milf now. At this
even at
point,
7, even at 71, she's doing all right.
is she? Oh, okay, 71. Wow.
Yeah, she was born in Taunton, Somerset, England, which is about a 2-hour train drive from my town. So she's a Devon kid, just like me. Man,
Oh, he's
Alex
such
Vincent,
Alex Vincent. He's such a cute kid. He's such an adorable kid.
probably one of the most underrated kid actors in here. This kid got his flowers.
He in one he was really good. I think he's better here, um, in this film. And oh,
Yeah.
I think we see the shot of Chucky at the bottom of the stairs here.
Oh man, yeah. Look at that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he's like, shit.
But the animatronics I think is really good. Like the Chucky, like how he moves.
I know.
Shut up, you idiot.
I think I might have been at the bit where he's just beating the crap
He's
out
like,
of him.
oh, this. Yeah, I think Charles may have some anger issues. You might need to talk to. Yeah, who was a like a popular Sally Field,
Frank.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah. Well, Jerry Springer's gone. That old man, that doll's face is shattered.
Yeah, but as far as like Chucky's movements, like his smile there, like it's definitely improved to how it was in the first film. It's definitely a lot better.
Well, they definitely ramped up the budget too. I mean, this movie had a budget of 13 million.
What in the first half?
Yeah, that was the first half because they did
No,
the third one.
what was the first budget?
Hang on, let me check. The budget for the first one was 9 million. Went on to make 44 million. Part 2 was the budget of 13 million. Went on to make 35 million. However, out of the 5 movies that hit the cinema, the highest grossing movie in the series is Bride of Chucky. It made about 50 million.
Oh, he's so cute. I didn't do it.
That must suck. You're just a kid just trying to get by, and you're getting accused of something you never fucking did, and the parents don't believe you. You've had situations like that? No, I have.
Stepdad was a dick.
The washing machine in the basement. No, I got a bit of an echo on my end then.
Man, you could not do that now.
Nope.
You could not do that now. Like a little kid taking a drag out of a cigarette. Oh man, that would not fly today, man.
No, it cannot. Well, you could still have kids smoking on a film, but the age rating will be a lot higher. But back then, it was like, man, that's kind of edgy. You can't, back then.
I know it's not the same, but I used to get her. I used to get her and the girl that was in the faculty and fucking Zodiac. I used to get her and that other girl confused.
They do kind of look alike.
They kind of have like the same style, like unique look to them.
Yeah. You know what's ironic as well? 9 months after this movie, they released Child's Play 3. Although I will admit, this is another piece of history here for anyone who doesn't know, but when Child's Play 3 came out in the UK, it had a bit of a major controversy that surrounded it because there was, for anyone who doesn't know, 30 odd years ago, there was an incident that happened where you had these two kids. I'm not going to say their names, where they abducted a toddler and pretty much murdered him on a railway line. And when the cops,
See, I'm sorry, Paul, but look at this. Why would you have that sitting there? Like, why?
that's just fucked up.
And that's Chucky at this point.
Yeah, the way he had his eyelids, anything. Oh, what's his name again? Oh yeah, Tommy.
Like, bro, like that. You're psychologically torturing this little boy.
Well,
it's psychologically torturing him, bro.
It is, but they don't realize that he actually fucking is telling the truth. They think he's talking out of his ass, so it's far-fetched.
It don't matter. It don't matter if he's telling the truth or not. If you're a foster parent and you usually get details about the kid's past. And there's no fucking way I would have something that would trigger this kid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just, I just, yeah, just even as a little kid watching this film, I love the movie. I love this movie, but it just never made sense to me why you would do that.
I don't know why they would. It's just some people today. They just don't have no brain cells.
But one of my favorite parts of this film is the relationship between Kyle and Andy, which, according to you, Paul, like, is still strong to this very day. Like, they're out here, shooting other good guy dolls that believe it's possessed by Chucky.
Exactly, it carries over in the TV series many years on.
Like this is a cool moment when when he's swinging Kyle, and they're starting to form a bond.
Yep, and he's watching it. I got an echo, man, still. But yeah, like you can see the bond here starting to build between these two, even though there was kind of a bit rocky at first, but they're starting to get along. And Andy, because he saw that Chucky doll had batteries, he thinks, oh, okay, it's not Chucky, so everything's cool. But he still has that little bit of doubt there in his head, which I don't blame him, but he's just thinking, all right, I'm gonna try and be normal about it. That's why he took him back to the house with him.
I just think it's really stupid. Like, if I want this kid, to transition, into this home, and may potentially be here longer, like, I'm not gonna put. I just think the tone deafness is just crazy to me. Yeah, I'm gonna psychologically torture this little boy.
I love the way this Chucky doll moves in this bit here. The facial expressions and everything when he's sitting on that.
It's great. The animatronics is fantastic.
Look at that. That is just, dude. But yeah, as I was saying about Child's Play 3 earlier, we had controversy over here because, like I said, there were two kids that abducted a toddler and they killed him. And because one of the killers had a copy of Child's Play 3 at his home, no joke, there was a bit of a media panic, and it ultimately ended up causing the film to be banned for a little while here in the UK. In fact, people actually grabbed copies of the movie in the video stores and burned them in a bonfire, and I'm not even joking about that. Oh, here we go.
No, I always thought this was silly. Like, how do you not notice you didn't tie it up while you're sleeping?
Oh, sometimes you could be completely out cold and unaware, and you don't realize until it's too late. I mean,
that's bullshit, Paul. But I guarantee you, Paul, if you fell asleep, the second I start tying up your leg, you're gonna notice something weird. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I'm a heavy sleeper, but if somebody's gonna be tying me up, I'm telling you, I'm punching you in the face. I got a baseball bat next to my bed. Keep that in mind.
Like, you got a sock in his mouth too. Like, oh my, now I thought that was a little comical. Like, you don't feel somebody's putting their stuff in their goddamn sock in their mouth.
Yeah, and Chucky is such a foul-mouthed little shit. He's like, this ain't over, you little shit. He just punched the doll off the bed.
He punched. He
He
punched him.
literally punched him
That's hilarious. That's
out.
hilarious. The
Yeah.
way he hit him.
Well, he had a good left hook on him for his age. I'll give him that. Hey, come on. Kyle didn't do this.
Wait, come on. Why would she tie Andy up?
Yeah, if he's sleeping, like he's not gonna know you've gone out. Ugh. I'll tell you what though, the stepdad in there is the biggest jackass in the movie.
He's a jackass, yeah.
Just tosses him down the stairs. Yeah, like that's gonna fucking work.
Oh, that was a Michael Myers like sit up there.
Yeah, he's pissed off and he realizes he's turning human again. Yes, you are, dude. And by the way, this movie's running time is 84 minutes, which makes this the shortest running time for a Chucky movie.
This is like I said, this is Brad Dourif at his like I said, this to me is Jordan, Michael Jordan, first three-peat. You know, like where he's just no, fuck that. I would say Jordan like 95, 96, where he's just a complete basketball player. Like this is him at his peak. You know, like the voice is just right. You know, like he's at the right age. Like it's great.
Like I said, he was 40 years old when he did Child's Play 2. He was about my age at this
point. He was 40?
Yeah, he was my age when he did Child's Play 2, yeah.
Wow.
Because he's like 74 now, semi-retired. He's only doing voice acting for Chucky, and that's it. So as long as he's still able to vocal-wise, he's gonna keep it going.
Oh, you know, well, you already know where I stand. I think he's already gone vocal-wise, but hey, if he wants to keep doing it, they'll keep doing it.
I mean, who the fuck else can voice Chucky? Name me one person who can.
Mark Hamill.
Oh, fuck that remake.
Oh no, Chucky's on the bus. This is one of the funniest Chucky moments. I gonna hold you up, man.
Just literally hanging on the bus, his legs are like kind of like midair running. Like what the fuck?
Oh, this teacher was a bitch.
Oh, we've had teachers like this in our schools.
Oh, we just had that one teacher, man, where you just dread going to their class, bro.
Oh, I had one or two.
Now
what he does is hilarious.
Yeah, but just like his face expressions and all that stuff, it's like his face expressions, like the animatronic has very much improved. Very much improved.
Yeah. Now, I know this teacher's name is Miss Kendall. What's her first name? Karen? Sorry, I went there. Microchip. Oh, now this here is the epitome of a very hard-nosed, strict-ass teacher. And like I said, I've had teachers like that at my school, and there was one that kind of pushed me a little too far, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. You get those teachers where food like they
like that.
Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Yeah.
I've actually done that once. Wrote that on a card once just to piss my teacher off because she pushed me off. I've actually done that. Yeah, I guess you could say I kind of took inspiration from this movie that one day. Got in a bit of trouble for it, but I didn't care. My mum knew that the teacher was a bitch as well.
Like you get those teachers where you feel like they're just out to get you.
Yep. Like I said, I've had that one. Head down. Why should I have my fucking head down? I ain't nothing wrong. I'll be giving her the middle finger at that point, like, you.
Axel 5S. So, what do you guys think happened to that one arm Chucky from Cult of Chucky? I am the wrong guy to ask.
Mm.
I literally saw Cult of Chucky once, and I never went back, so I don't know.
I think it might have been used to attach to another Chucky doll. Maybe I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I know the scene you're talking about because I know that on Cult of Chucky, that was when Chucky discovered a way to make copies of himself. It started in that movie. Ooh, love that eye effect.
I'm not there yet, but this is Brad Dourif at his peak right here. This is him at his peak.
Yeah, when he starts
Peekaboo!
losing his shit.
I promise I won't kill anybody else.
Okay. Now open the goddamn door. Let me out of here, you little dick.
Listen, this is Brad at his prime here.
I have to say this
Open
also.
the goddamn door!
I gotta say this also. Brad Dourif has the best shouting voice I've seen in any voice acted.
He probably does. Well, him. Well, Samuel Jackson has a great shouting voice.
Yeah, him too.
Samuel Jackson has a great shouting voice. Who else has a great shouting voice? Al Pacino has a great shouting voice.
What about De Niro? Does he have a good one too?
He never usually shouts. He's usually more reserved.
Yeah, true that.
But I'm talking about in terms of actors, where they're like that's like their deal, that they're overly loud in their performances.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm about to get the thumbnail here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I just think Child's Play 2 is the best looking Chucky.
I don't think anybody's going to argue that. Are you sure you want to peek through that closet?
I got that old school checker box.
Yeah. There's a bowl.
Those old school dodgeballs, which they don't even use anymore when we play dodgeballs.
Fuck! That was a football pump. He got it good with that one.
You've been very naughty, Miss Kettlebell.
Get his fucking face, dude.
His face.
That is a face of evil intention right there. Look at that shit.
Like it. He looks great. Looks fantastic. Looks awesome.
That shit'll give you nightmares if it's your first time seeing this. Damn. You don't see it, but you know what's going on.
Oh, the bitch deserved it.
Of course she did. Fuck her.
My God, I want this stepdad to die. He does, but at this point, I first watched, I'm like, man, fuck you. But you didn't even like Andy the second you saw him.
He never liked him. No, he didn't. This guy is a douchebag. Look at him. And I've seen him in a few films before, but I'm trying to remember the fucking name of him. You open it.
I think Chucky's at the bottom of the stairs, right?
Yes, because that's where he last was when they saw him. So he's got to try and keep his cover intact, isn't he?
Like,
yeah, his name is the actor's name is Garrett Graham. He was in a film called Used Cars with Kurt Russell. He voiced Franklin in a film called The Critic.
Now, how I would have wrote this is that I wouldn't have made the stepdad so goddamn dismissive. How I would have wrote this, that step foster parents, that okay, all right, let's get rid of this Chucky doll, but then every time they get rid of it, it always comes back. You know what I mean?
Like a bad habit.
Not only Andy's freaking out, but the parents are freaking out because again they keep throwing away this doll, but it keeps coming back. I think that's what route how I would have took it. That'll be very creepy, very creepy. Like imagine the foster father, tossed the Chucky doll out the first night, but then it just keeps coming back. How scary and eerie would that be?
That would have been a very terrifying way of putting that into the series. I mean, that would have been a cool idea to do. I don't know why they didn't think about that on here, but I think that idea would have been much more effective, and it would have played head games. Kind of like because that was the one thing that the first film did. Yeah, it was a slow burner, but it had a way of playing head games with you, which I felt it kind of lacked a little in this one, but still a solid entry in terms of the horror and suspense side of things with this. But that first movie, it really did play those games with you on that one, didn't it?
Oh, it absolutely play games,
And also,
wherever I go, Chucky will find me.
You
You feel so sorry for him, and you feel so sorry for Andy, man.
Yeah. Oh, another thing here too. Interestingly enough, rather than getting big name actors, the film director chose that he wanted to get cult following actors or relatively unknown actors. And I just realized the guy that's playing the stepdad, I just realized he was also one of the villains in Police Academy 6. I thought I recognized that fucking face.
Well, I like this little fake out now. In the point of view, now you think this is Chucky, but this is Andy. Andy's about to go kill him.
Yeah, he's had enough.
I like that little fake out there where you would think it's Chucky, but no, Andy's gonna bring the fight to him.
Yeah, because he does not want to live in fear with this thing anymore. He does not want this.
Live in fear. Live in fear. The motherfuckers is in the same house as him, and it's gone.
It's not there. I'm surprised they let him use that damn electric knife. Fully running and all.
Do they still sell electric knives?
Yeah, but they're kind of like smaller, high tech versions now. This is like the early 1990s. So think about it, man. Technology was like starting to progress a little bit here, and we didn't have
that's a crazy thing. That's a crazy statement to say out loud. That the early 1990s when technology is progressing.
Well, Terminator 2 didn't come out just yet.
But 1990, bro, I was born 3 years later.
I was 6 years old when this came out.
Golly, that is crazy.
I know. So this has been like 34 years since this movie came out, and that's how long as. So I've been around for pretty much all of them.
That's a big ass basement.
Would you want to be down that basement? Knowing that there's a doll there trying to kill you?
Well, not trying to. Well, I'm gonna say not trying to kill, but trying to possess him.
Yeah, because he wants to be human again.
Right.
And then he'll probably kill the doll just to keep the secret. I reckon that was his plan. So he was going to kill him either way.
Kill the doll?
Yeah, because Andy's soul would be in Chucky's. I mean, in the doll, wouldn't it?
Oh, that's how that shit works? Oh, damn.
Yeah, because if you remember on Cult of Chucky, Chucky does...
Go ahead.
Chucky does possess the wheelchair lady who was Chucky's estranged daughter.
Yeah, sexy ass, fine ass Fiona, yeah.
Yeah, who's Brad Dourif's daughter in real life, yeah.
You could tell. I could tell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Chucky jumps out at him, right?
Yeah, it literally just jumps on him. He's checking the washing machine. There, you can see the shadow moving. But keep in mind also, for some of the scenes where Chucky's moving pretty fast, I think it was Ed Gale doing the body doubles. Because I know he was in the first one.
Yeah, is this the scene where we get the how's it hanging, Phil?
Yeah, this is that one.
Okay. Another great Chucky moment.
Speaking of Chucky.
And he jumps out, right? There he is. Okay.
There he is, little shit. He's biting his ear.
But yeah, but when he starts jumping up and starts kicking his legs, that shit is so funny, man.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we're gonna be fucking inseparable. That's a scary thought right there. Oh, he got him. Oh, here we go. Dude, it's not what you think. It's not what you think, dude. He's like, yeah, I'll call the evidence on each game.
He's a really good child actor. He's a really good child actor.
Oh, yeah, Alex Vincent was really cool in this.
And then he pretty much just disappeared after the Child's Play films.
Yeah, he kind of faded out of the scene after this one. Let me see what he's been doing. Oh, but first of all,
how's it hanging, Phil?
How's it hanging, Phil? All right. Anyway, broke his neck. Bang. But yeah, Alex Vincent. You ain't fixing that anytime soon. That's instant death right there. 1,000 ways to die. But yeah, Alex Vincent. After Child's Play 2, he disappeared. He didn't come back to do a film again until 2008. He had a little cameo appearance in a film called Dead Country. And then he was on some other film called On the Ropes. Then he made his return to the franchise with the post-credit scene in Curse of Chucky, had a full role in Cult of Chucky, and has been on the TV series ever since. He's still playing Andy Barclay. But from what I'm reading here, after acting, it turns out that he's also the owner and producers of AV Productions Recording Studio and a production company in Clearwater, Florida. So this guy is a sound engineer as well as an actor and writer, dude. So he's still doing like films at the time, but most of it was like behind the scenes, and he's got his own little production company going. So, hats off to him. And he's now 43, so he's like 3 years older than me.
And he didn't do it!
She doesn't believe it. As far as her husband's dead, so she's
Come on, how could you believe a little ass boy could break a motherfucker's neck?
How is he able to hold him upside down like that? It ain't possible.
Oh, damn, that would suck, man.
You know the mother's going to try and press murder charges on him. Because as far as she is concerned,
on a kid?
Well, as far as she's concerned, he killed her. He killed him.
You can press charges on a kid.
Yep. Remember that story I told you about with Child's Play 3? Those two kids were roughly the same age as Andy when they killed that toddler.
Good point. Yeah.
There you go.
The Chicago police.
I try to do a Chicago accent, but I'm shit at it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Well, if I'm doing acting, dude, I'm going to have to learn some accents, okay? I'll try not to butcher it too much, though, okay? I promise.
Now, the lore of Chucky is that even though he's a doll, but he still has the ability to have like the strength of a human being.
Yeah, that's one of the things we've been hearing about, and I know that in the TV series, they, especially on the first season, they were deep diving into his past as well as keeping with the present. So you got to learn a
But
little bit
up
more
to
about him.
but up to this point, we
Nobody knew.
don't necessarily know that, which
No,
is kind of
we just knew he was a crazy dude that knew about voodooism.
right. So that's why it's kind of like, it's just laughable when you watch a little ass doll, manhandling grown adults when it's like, how?
I know it's fucking crazy, right? But that's how they kind of stitched all the mythology together, and Kyle's just put two and two together.
Yep, there's the other doll.
The way she looks with that cat, with that shadow effect, I think that's a cool scene.
Oh, that was a great shot.
Yeah, she's like, "Holy shit, he's telling the truth." She's about to check the bins.
Yeah,
Being very,
he's out of there at that point, right?
yeah, he's gone. He's already killed the mom. Because you know how quick he moves. And the other advantage Chucky has, because he's pint size, he can fit into any crawl space you can think of.
Yeah, you're ahead of me again, but she just looked inside. Chucky's gone.
Hold on, let me pause it when she's just about to enter the house. I'm sorry, man, but this is what I mean.
And
DVD reviews.
she just walked in the house. She just walked in the house. She just closed the door.
Okay. I mean, if I had this on Blu-ray, I'd be synced up with you perfect because the region speeds are the same.
This movie's flying by. It's at a really fast pace.
Like I said, this is the shortest running time for a Chucky movie. About 80 minutes. The longest one in the series is Curse, running at 96. Nice knife. I'm sorry, but that place looks too clean, almost like a serial killer clean, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The house is kind of creepy.
I know, right? It looks like something out of Resident Evil, minus the color.
Excuse me.
That's all right. Ball of yawn right there.
But this scene here when he's like attacking Kyle is just so laughable.
I know, right?
Again, like that's why I say that they had to go the route that they had to because after a while, it's not going to be taken serious.
Like I said, this series jumped the shark because of the character. She's checking the room.
Yeah, she's going in the room.
If you're going to use that knife, you better not miss.
She's going into the room. She's looking around.
Here's a sewing machine. I've got to
She's a
learn
good
how to
looking.
use.
She's a good looking woman.
Oh yeah, I've got to learn how to use a sewing machine if I'm going to make my own carnival costumes.
Oh, the old school sewing machines.
Yeah, this is how these costumes are made, man. And unfortunately, I don't have the skill set, so I'm no seamstress. And oh shit, she's gone. And there's Chucky. His fucking legs kicking still.
It's his legs, bro. It's so funny.
He's a savage when he gets going, dude.
After a while, you have to take it.
Yeah, he was quick to grab that.
He went under the bed. He always rolls under beds. I've noticed.
Well, he's got the size advantage on his side, you know. At this point, I'm just grabbing a gun, if there's one.
Yeah, like where? Where is a gun?
That's the problem. You're not going to find one in this house. You little shit.
Yeah, he just tripped her. He just tripped her for me. Yeah.
Bitch, you hurt me. Yo, you can tell it. You can tell the youth was on his side when he's doing the voice in this.
You definitely hear the youth. Yeah,
I mean,
definitely
like,
hear the youth.
because I mean, on the TV show, yeah, he still has that wit with him, but you can tell his age in his
You could
voice.
tell he's 70 years old. Yeah.
74 now. Yeah. But again,
I always love that. Shit!
pull over.
And what I love about this scene is that
The nosebleed.
you can hear how angry he is when he introduces himself. He goes, Chucky.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a shit if I'm using the kid's voice thing or not.
He's so angry at this point.
Well, he's pissed because he knows he's running out of time.
Yeah, his nose starts bleeding.
Yeah, you seen ones that pee? This one bleeds. Chucky.
You can just hear how agitated he is right now.
He is so fucking annoyed, and I don't blame him.
So what's his name? Chucky. And doesn't he go? Wait, doesn't he go? Wait, doesn't he say? I haven't seen this in a while, but doesn't he say, "You goddamn women drivers"?
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Just shut up and drive before I kick your fucking teeth in. I'm just like, wow, okay.
Yeah, Paul. That's how we talk in Chicago. Yeah.
Oh, I did the accent. Cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Not bad for a first try.
No, not the accent, but what he said. But what he's saying. But what he's saying. That's what Chicago shit right there. Kick your fucking teeth in. Yeah, that's how we talk.
Hey, England's just as notorious with some of the shit we say. Kick your fucking balls in, you cunt.
Kick your balls in. Jesus, that sounds painful.
Yeah.
She slams on the he just went flying.
Yeah, here it comes. You goddamn women drivers! I'm sorry, but Chucky sounds so hilarious when he's angry. I'm sorry, I just find him funny when he gets pissed off.
Yeah, Brad he's in his bag here. He is in his bag in this film. Absolutely.
I mean, okay, he won an Oscar for One That Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and he's been in a couple of good movies, but
well deserved.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, man. He's going to be most remembered for this franchise, man.
Which is fine, but I've always felt like that he should have done more as an actual actor, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But because I think that because Brad is so fucking talented, man. Like if you watch him just outside of Chucky, he is so fucking good. Like Exorcist 3, he is phenomenal in Exorcist 3.
Oh, he was amazing in that film. And then he was in what was that other film? I know he was in that Deadwood TV series.
He was in Mississippi Burning.
Oh yeah, that's a good film. Good film.
Yeah, Mississippi Burning. He's great in.
Michael Rook was in that too.
Yes, he is. He is in that.
And you may not believe this, but Tubin Bell was also in Mississippi Burning.
Oh, interesting. I haven't seen Mississippi Burning in so long, but okay, Tubin Bell, Jigsaw. Okay, nice.
Yeah, he was one of the FBI agents.
I think he was in Tobin Bell. I think he was in Goodfellas.
Yeah, he was also in A Line of Fire. He was also in The Quick and the Dead. And I'm trying to think of another film that Brad Dourif was in. He was actually pretty good as the sheriff in the Rob Zombie Halloween films. I got to put that out there too.
Yes, he was. He was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always felt in a way that I kind of would have liked, if he was the actual lead in a Halloween film as the sheriff trying to protect the town from Michael. I'll be interested in that.
That would have been interesting, yeah. Ooh.
No, I'm not there yet.
All right, let me just pause it. Just at the part with the printer.
Yeah, she just stabbed her.
Yep. Would you like a copy of my death on paper?
Compared to the first film, yeah, just the way how Chucky moves is so much better.
Yeah, and I think it's because they had a slightly bigger budget this time. They could do a little more with him.
You say you act like you never seen a dead body before.
Yeah, that's Chicago, all right.
Yeah, da bears, da cubs.
Da Bears. I know I've seen that building before. I think it was used in Backdraft.
Yeah, that really does look familiar. You're right. You're right on that.
Yeah, Backdraft, man. Another one of my favorite films.
The Chicago Sun Times.
Yep.
Back we actually read the papers.
Yeah, instead of just using it on a phone or one of them Kindle notepad things.
I have not seen a newspaper. It's been literally like probably like 10, 12 years I've seen a newspaper. And I was in my school, in my high school.
Well, we still sell newspapers here in the UK, but they don't go flying off the shelves like they used to anymore.
Are you still reading the papers? You still reading the papers, huh?
Yeah, we still read the papers here.
All right, not bad.
Thought I had to give it a try.
And I actually kind of like that Kyle and Andy are the final two to go against Chucky. I like that angle. And we actually grow to like Kyle and Andy.
Yeah, they have a pretty good chemistry, and again, like I said, it does show later on, as well as this one.
I remember Chucky. I remember Chucky getting his ass completely destroyed in this film.
Oh yeah, he got fucking demolished. I mean, it started off with the sewing machine sewing in his nuts.
Oh yeah, his screaming. Oh my god.
Well, you'd be screaming too if you had a machine punching in your nuts like that. Like fucking a. Oh, and this is funny. He's just like, up yours. And keep in mind, also, this movie came out in the 1990s, so the slasher era was, for a lot of people, was pretty much on its deathbed at this point.
Oh, 1990. Oh yeah, the slasher genre was at this point, 1990. Yeah, it was on its deathbed.
Yeah, that's why this movie didn't make like.
When did Silence of the Lambs came out in 90? Did it?
I think it was 1991.
Once Silence of the Lambs came out, it was game over for slasher films for a long time.
Yeah, and they try to say it wasn't a slasher movie. I ain't buying that bullshit. It was a slasher film.
Is it a slasher film? I just think of it as a psychological thriller.
That's what they try to bill it as. But if you listen to Greg Nicotero's interview, he says, it's kind of like it has a slasher movie vibe to it, which I can see.
Yeah, it has the vibe to it, but my idea of a slasher film is you get a killer that's killing all people one by one throughout the film. We really don't see that in Silence of the Lambs.
That's true. But yeah, Silence of the Lambs went on to win 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture.
Yeah, after that, it was over for slasher films, bro. Like at that point, when Silence of the Lambs came in, it was game over.
I don't know if you knew this also, but one of the paramedic ambulance drivers was George Romero.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And that movie went on to make nearly $300 million.
Probably my favorite third act in the Child's Play series, in the factory.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, the bit where you see all these dolls in the factory, that was actually kind of a nod to The Shining.
I could tell.
Yeah. Well, here we go. He's about to try his voodoo spell.
Oh, I remember Like I said, Brad Dourif. When I say Brad Dourif is in his bag, like when he realizes the chant doesn't work, and
Yeah,
he
because he ran
realizes
out of
he's stuck,
time.
ran out of time. When he freaks out, that's Brad Dourif at his best. It is so
Oh,
good.
and like I said, he is so terrifying when he's pissed off at this point. Like,
Well, like, what do you say? What do you say? Like I'm fucking trapped in here.
yeah, you little shit, you know what you've done?
Yes, he's so like Brad is so good in this movie.
Yeah. I can't believe we're near the end of this film already. There's only like fucking 18 minutes to go.
It is not a long film.
Quick in and out, but it kept us engaged. I can hear a bag of nachos in the background. Now I'm hungry. Shit. Here we go. And you think to yourself, oh shit, did it work? And then blood drop comes down, and I just love his reaction here.
He was too late.
Just
Wasted too much time.
love that. And now he's gonna go postal.
Yeah, I love it. That no, it didn't work.
Nope.
This is when Brav gets in his bag here. Listen to him. Listen to his aggression.
Yeah, he's mad.
You know what you've done. It's too late. I spent too much time in this body. I'm fucking
Well, that's it. And when he
what the hell?
and when he explodes out of that rubble, he is mad as shit. Right here.
Well, Chucky has nothing to lose at this point now.
Oh, that's it. Now that's it. Yeah, he's
Like
done.
he has nothing to lose at this point now. Like it didn't work. He's trapped in the body. Now he's like, well, fuck it.
Fuck this. I'm done. You're dead.
And that's when someone's at their most dangerous, when they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, ask Max Payne in the video games.
But yes, but this is Brad Dourif is so, like I said, if we ask what's my favorite performance of his, I always say Child's Play 2. Always say Child's Play 2.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
He's creepy in the first film, but in the second film he's just like, he's still creepy, but it's, I can't explain it. It's really good. It's really good.
He struck the right balance of humor and scare in this movie. With his
yes, there you go. There you go. That's what I tried to say.
Yeah, he clearly had the right balance here.
But can you just imagine like being in a recording studio? 'Cause I'm pretty sure Brad does his stuff like after they get done filming. But
Yeah,
like
post-production.
just imagine just being in a recording studio. Do you imagine how many energy drinks you have to take? Just to get that much emotion out that he does for this film.
Well, I heard that sometimes when you hear him before he starts recording, he's actually getting himself mentally prepared. Like he's getting out some anger screams and everything. He's putting himself in that head frame.
You got to.
Yeah.
I remember Fiona Dourif. I saw an interview with Fiona Dourif, and I remember her saying that he would take her to the studio when he would record voices for Chucky, and the scene he's like screaming like in pain.
Yeah.
But she said she was so scared to death, like they thought that she thought he was like getting hurt. But no, he was like, no, I'm just acting. But yeah, right here, like imagine this, Paul. Imagine being in a recording studio and you have to act, you have to scream out pain, bro. Like the amount of energy you have to exude to do that, bro.
Yeah, you have to. You gotta put yourself in that frame of mind, and especially here when he's like literally ripping his own shit off.
And he's becoming and he's human now, so he feels that shit now.
Yeah, I mean, he just literally ripped his own hand off, which Yeah, we know how that feels. I mean, ask that girl on Evil Dead 2013. She did the same thing Chucky did.
I like how he puts the knife in that little stump. Yeah, I always thought it was a cool look.
Kind of liked it. Kind of like, I know what you did last summer before I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, but I just be amazed when I hear Brad Dourif and these voice actors. I'm like when they're fucking like just him screaming like that. Like you're in a room and you have to do that.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you've got to get yourself in that headphone. Because when I was on my college course, I did a little bit of voice acting, so I kind of know the preparations that have to be done to make that happen. You've got to
Can you imagine how exhausted Brad Dourif probably would be after each session?
Dude, I'd be mentally drained at this point. I mean, after doing a whole day of just what he's doing right now, especially that, at this
Like,
point, I'm just gonna be like,
listen to him.
Yeah.
Like you got to do that like all the time, and it's probably multiple takes too.
Yeah, your voice is gone at that point. Because with me, like, because I mean, I can do voice acting work, I can do voiceovers too, and scream when I want to. But I know that for me, if I push my voice a little too much, my vocals get very, I guess you say, kind of wrecked at that point. Like, I don't know. It's like I got a bad case of streps when it hits me every once in a while. Because sometimes, I mean, you remember that time when we had to take some time off because I remember I sent you that recording and I said, dude, my voice was shot. And you were just like, yeah, you got to take some time off because
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I wanted to, but you were like, nah, you're taking time off. And I didn't want to at that point. But yeah, when my voice gets fucked up, man, it gets fucked up. And that's just how it is. Oh,
Ooh, one drop of that. Ooh, one drop of that shit. Ooh.
that'll scold you. I do like this look with a knife in the hand. I kind of like that.
Yeah, but this whole toy factory third act it also kind of reminds me of Terminator, the first one.
I was thinking that too. I'm pretty
Like,
sure that.
didn't the first Terminator end up in a factory?
Of course, the first Terminator movie ended up in a factory. I know
Okay.
that. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure they watched that film and thought, hey, you know what? We got to do something similar to that. Oh, and you remember what I said? What happens if you don't press play? Well,
This would be a horrible way to go.
I know, right? This dude's gonna end up on an episode of 1,000 Ways to Die. Or there's a YouTube channel. I don't know if you saw it. It's a YouTube channel called It Will Kill You, and it's like 1,000 Ways to Die. And some of the things I've seen with workplace accidents was horrific. Like the worst one I saw was a guy getting completely chewed up in a sausage factory. Oh, and by the way, I just love that facial expression. It's like, oh, what the fuck? And that sound effect with his eyes popping, just, you know, I thought that was a nice touch. And there's that, whatever the hell that thing is. Good shot there.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I like the arm. Ugh.
Now you know how
Brad.
Swift Bundle feels.
Yeah, Brad's vocal performance when he's in that shit is so. Like I hate the fact that I keep going back to this, but
Oh, here's that bit with his nuts. Just oh,
like listen to him.
Well, your nuts are getting punctured, dude. You got to try and imagine that for a fucking voice acting role. That's gonna be hard to do.
Well, shit wasn't so bad. They still had a fucking son girl.
Yeah. He's only playing, just flipping him off. Oh, here we go. He's gone inside the. Are you there?
Just listen to him, bro. Like the
listen.
amount of energy you have to spend to do this.
Hey, listen.
He did his ass kicked.
Would it be fair to say that out of all the legendary horror characters, Chucky always endures the worst punishment in each movie?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you might have a case on that.
Because he goes through some fucking shit in each movie. I mean, in part 3, you got that scythe taking literally half his face out. Man, that is a mess.
I love that. Andy, I was only playing.
And he's still alive? That is wild, man. You go through all that shit and you still have the strength to crawl out. But then again, when you've gone full blown crazy, you're capable of anything.
Listen, when you're driven by rage, bro.
My point exactly. And speaking of which, listen to how he sounds here. Oh, you heard what he said there. He wants to cut his legs off. And if you think he hasn't gone through enough, then you get this. Hot liquefied plastic.
Fuck.
That is something out of a Saw movie right there.
Yeah, Chucky probably. He goes through. Yeah, he definitely goes through the worst damage in this one for sure.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Shit, man. Honestly, how they kill him off? You would think they felt like this was going to be the last one.
I think
because Chucky's dying in a very epic way.
Yeah, I know, right? Your fucking head exploding. But here's the thing, right? 9 months after this, they released a third one. So I'm beginning to ask myself, did they do both movies back to back and then release them 9 months apart from each other?
That's a good question.
Because think about it. There's no way you can make a third movie that quick in 1 year unless you did 2 films in one. Let's be real here. And oh my God, he's still alive.
God, look at him. Ugh.
Listen to how he's sounding too. What more can you do to him?
Eat this, you son of a bitch!
That's got to do it.
There you go.
Poor Chucky.
Ah, fuck him.
He went for a lot in this one. Boom. What a fucking... His hand's still moving.
Yeah, Chucky died. Chucky died in a very epic way.
Yeah, like his head just went pop at that point.
And it was Kyle that ultimately killed him.
Yep. And they walk off into the sunrise. Not sunset, sunrise. I will say this, though. The guy who runs that toy company, hey, good luck with the PR stunt on this. That's it.
I like that shot. I like that shot.
Yeah, the Chucky doll waving.
I like the song too that plays.
Yeah, I think it's nice. It's got that childlike thing, but it's like a twisted horror vibe to it too. I think it's great.
But yeah, folks, that is wow. I totally didn't realize how fast this movie was. But yeah, that is Child's Play. Child's Play 2, T85 says this is the best Chucky movie, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, a lot of fans believe so. A lot of fans believe so. Like, usually when you ask, oh, Dick Warlock was stunt coordinator. I saw that.
Yeah, Dick Warlock was in there too.
Dick Warlock, Michael Myers himself from another popular Halloween, from Halloween 2.
Yeah.
But yes, I think if I had to put it in order, what would be my favorite Child's Play films? I would say it's probably in its order, like 1, 2, and 3.
No, for me then, because I've seen all 7. If I have to put this in an order, I'm gonna have to put it like this. It'll probably be Seed of Chucky will be at the bottom. We'll put fucking hell, this is a tough one because most of them are good ones for me. So yeah, Seed of Chucky will be at the bottom. I'll probably put Child's Play 3 probably there, and then I'll put Bride, then Cult, and then either the first one or Curse. It's a coin toss between those ones, but Child's Play 2 would easily be on the top of my list. Easily. Seed was, yeah, T85. Seed of Chucky was, yeah, that one was disappointing. And plus, the fact that we waited fucking 7 years to see the next one happen. But yeah, I think the problem with that one was that that was the directorial debut of Don Mancini at that point.
Look, man, the moment I saw Chucky masturbating and his jizz was in a cup, I'm just like, yeah. Well, once I saw him masturbating, I'm just like, you know what, man, this is nowhere. This is not the franchise that it was when it started, bro.
Yeah, like this is the part where the comedy aspects of it went too far, in my opinion, and that's why
too far.
Yeah, and that's why I say when they did Curse of Chucky like 10 years later, and they brought it back to its horror roots. That's why I was like pretty easily impressed with the recent 2 movies they did, because they brought it back to that same vibe and feel that you could say the first 2, 3 movies had. It went back to that element. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but as far as this movie goes, I mean, like I said, easily this is definitely the best one out of the entire bunch. Brad Dourif definitely at his peak here, firing on all cylinders in terms of his vocal performance and the way they brought this character to life in here. Alex Vincent as Andy was a nice welcome return for the series as well. Surprisingly fast this movie went. I mean, most of the times when you got a movie that goes really fast, you don't have enough time to get to know the characters or get enough time to have like the suspenseful horror moments in this movie. But somehow this movie managed to find the right balance of the character development, the horror, and the humor for the short time it was in.
It helps when you have characters from the previous film in this film as well, because there's that familiarity with them, so that always helps.
Yeah. So like I said, the movie managed to get everything we wanted to have in the movie in the short span of time that they did it in. And there's, again, like I said, there's not a lot of movies I've seen where it has a quick running time and is able to pull off all the things you want to see in a movie and still be engaged by it.
Halloween did it.
Halloween, yeah, like I said, Halloween is another rare example. Halloween is another rare example. Like I said, there's not many films out there that can do that in the quick succession of time. Halloween would be one of them. I think you could throw Wrong Turn in there as well at some point, because I think Wrong Turn was only 80, 79 minutes, but it managed to like put a lot in there. T85 here just said Bride of Chucky. Yeah, listen, I liked Bride of Chucky. I thought it was a pretty decent entry to the series. The humor, okay, fine, because again, it came out around the time when the Scream movies were exploding at that point. And another thing I liked about Bride of Chucky, not just because of the introduction of Tiffany, but I gotta admit also, Bride of Chucky had a fucking decent movie soundtrack. I still have, funny enough, I actually still have the movie soundtrack on Amazon Prime, Amazon Music, and if I remember correctly, I think it had music from. Because I remember the opening song was "Living Dead Girl" by Rob Zombie, and then they had Thunder Kiss 65 on there. Then it was Monster Magnet with "See You in Hell," and then it was "Bloodstained" by Judas Priest. Cold
My
Chamber was in
problem,
there.
my problem with Brian Chucky was, I mean, I just thought the story didn't make sense. Like when Chucky said he was wearing like this amulet, the night he
Yeah, where
got
did that come
shot.
in?
I was like, no, you weren't. And then we get this chick named Tiffany, who Chucky has never brings up in the 3 films before this, and it's like he all of a sudden now he doesn't care about Andy anymore.
Well, at this point, Andy was long gone. Where else are you going to find him? He probably disappeared off the face of the planet after the 3rd one, because remember the cops took him in.
But here's the thing, Paul. They don't mention Andy at all.
No,
At all.
because
So that was my problem. And that was my problem. And plus, here's another thing, too. Listen, Jennifer Tilly is a good-looking woman. I will say that.
yeah.
But that voice, I'm sorry. She's got the Fran Drescher thing with me. Like, yeah, she's hot. But, that voice is kind of, ugh. That's just me.
I'm kind of tolerable when it comes to her voice, but nah, she was, dude, back then she was. I mean, I'm not saying she's not hot now. I mean, she still is, even at the age that she's at. But back then, when you see her in that gear, I was just like,
No, she was I think she was 40 when she did Bride of Chucky.
She's 65 now.
That blew my mind. I thought she was like in her 20s. Well, she was 40 when she did Bride of Chucky. I'm just like, damn.
That is wild, dude. But yeah, I mean, like, she's been in a couple of other good movies too. There was this one movie I remember watching that she was in after.
Bound?
Yeah, that was before Bride of Chucky. I saw that after I watched.
I didn't watch Bound for the story.
I know why you watched it. But no, there was another film that she was in. I'm trying to remember the fucking name of it, because it was that one where maybe you might remember the name of it if I tell you the story. She's playing this like crazy woman that's kidnapped another woman that's pregnant, and she wants to have that woman's baby as her own.
Honestly, Paul, I only just know her from the Chucky films and Bound. I did not know. Apparently, she was like an Academy Award nominated actress. I was like, there she is.
Yeah, she got nominated for. I think it was Bound that she got an Oscar nomination for. Let me see what she got an Oscar nomination for. I'm gonna look.
I was like, oh, Jennifer Tilly is? Like, but I mean, I just never really followed her like that. I just know her as Tiffany. That's it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what she got. Let me see what she got an award nomination for. Yeah, she got she was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in a film called Bullets Over Broadway.
Well, good for her. Good for her.
And then she ended up winning a Saturn Award for Best Actress in Bound. So there's that. So she has some, and she even got a Saturn Award for her role in the TV series.
Look, I'm not questioning her legitimacy.
No,
I just think the addition of Tiffany was, and the whole thing, she's now a doll, and they both fuck, and they have another doll, baby doll.
I remember that fucking scene.
I'm just like, okay, we heard, like you said, but we jumped the shark. We've jumped the shark now.
That bit when he's just like, hey, have you got a rubber? Have I got a rubber? Tiff, look at me. I'm all rubber. I'm like, what?
Yeah, at that point, I'm just like, man, guys, watch the first Child's Play.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to remember that. I'm determined to get the name of that fucking movie that I was just talking about earlier. That was it. It was called Hide and Seek. That was it. Because it had the girl. It had the person that was kidnapped was I think it was Daryl Hannah, who was in the Kill Bill movies. I think it came out in 2000 and 1, I think. If you ain't seen it, dude, I would say check it out because she was fucking psychotically good in that movie. Like she was crazy as shit.
Well, she's obviously good to play crazy films. I mean, crazy roles. I mean, she was crazy. No, I'm wrong. I remember her from. I'm sorry. From my childhood, I only knew Jennifer Tilly from the Chucky films and Liar Liar. That's it.
Well, the first film I actually saw her in, believe it or not, when I was watching it on TV, was it was Bound, and then I saw her in Bride of Chucky.
I bet it was.
Yeah, I was like watching it one time. It was on TV, and I remember watching it thinking, "Oh wow, this is interesting."
Listen, man. Yo, Gina Gershon in her prime, man. Bro. Not so much nowadays. Well, she's still. But Gina Gershon in the 90s, bro. Shit.
Yeah, John Ritter was in Bride as well. Yeah,
playing an asshole, which is he's great at. He was so good.
He was really good in that one. Yeah. I don't know if you knew this. Did you know that Bound was directed by the guys who went on to do the Matrix movies?
I did know that, and I could tell, but just how it was shot, how it was filmed. Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, even was Hugo Weaving in the movie? No, he wasn't. But yeah, you could tell by the way the film style was, because I think the cinematographer was actually the same guy, which was Bill Pope, and he even got Don Davis to do the music for that. But anyway, yeah, back on point. In conclusion, when it comes to me with Child's Play 2, fucking fun movie. It's a blast. I'll give it 9 out of 10. The reason I wouldn't give it a 10 is because the running time was short, but it didn't deter the fact that I had fun watching it. That was my only, like, I guess you could say minor complaint, is that it was over too quick, but it was still enough to be entertaining. But anyway, James, you're up.
Oh, well, for me, like I said, I may have to say that, yeah, Child's Play 2 is my second favorite behind the first film. Absolutely. I think Brad Dourif is at his best, absolute best in this particular film whatsoever. I think Alex Vincent as Andy is great, as always. I kind of like him better here than in the first film. His willing to take charge and want to kill Chucky. I think Kyle's here. What's her name? Kyle.
Oh, hang on, I'm gonna find out. I have to go back and bring up the Wikipedia link again. 1 second.
But yeah, I thought Kyle, a nice, strong character, likable character.
Yeah. Her name is Christine Elsie.
Christine Elsie. Yes. She's great. I like the bond that she gets to have with Andy. Was really, really nice. Just the only thing I just didn't like that part of the story. You know, I was complaining about it. Like, again, like, why would you keep a good guy doll in the fucking house, knowing there's a kid that had an instance that had a problem with a good guy doll years prior? I think that's very tone deaf. That's very stupid, and I just did not like that part of the storyline.
Why would you do that? I mean, like, it's the same thing that happened with Silent Night, Deadly Night. Like, why would you put a Santa costume on him?
Well, at least with Silent Night, Deadly Night, that bitch ass nun didn't like inform the place he was working at. Hey, like, no, hey, just kind of, don't put him in a goddamn Santa Claus suit.
Did the person in Child's Play 2 give the foster parents a heads up about Andy?
I think she did. But the father didn't believe it.
No.
So yeah. So I even if you don't believe it, or if you do believe it, if you want the child to stay with you for a certain amount of time, you just don't do shit like that. You just don't psychologically torture your own foster child, in my opinion.
No, you don't do that. You just don't.
But other than that, I can't really think of any dislike. It was on the short side, but I didn't mind it. I was invested into the story. I was invested into, Brad Dourif's performance, and then Alex Vincent. It would have been nice to see Catherine Hicks back. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have Chris Sarandon's character come back. Absolutely. That may be another negative that we kind of wish we saw them, even in a cameo appearance, at least Catherine Hicks, at least.
Yeah.
Um,
But again, like I pointed out earlier, the film director wanted to take the whole story in a different direction. That's why they weren't included.
I think okay, all right. Maybe she'll be back in the series. I don't know. Maybe. Well, shit, they haven't done it now. By now, last time I heard the storyline for this last Chucky season that he's fucking trying to take over the White House.
Yes, this is true. He
Oh
actually
my
became the fucking
fucking
president.
god, man!
He became the fucking president, dude. I shit you not. That did
Chucky,
happen.
Chucky became the president, bro.
Yeah, he did. I remember when I watched it, I was just like, oh, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the
What
fuck?
what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? All right, cool, whatever. All right, so but Child's Play 2, I think it's a nice, solid sequel. Like I said, I don't hate Child's Play 3. I can watch Child's Play 3. It's not like completely dog shit, but I think that's where, to me, the franchise is 1 and 2. To me, that's the franchise. 3 I can watch as its own little thing. Bride on, fuck 'em. But
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry, Jennifer Tilly. Yes, you are sexy as hell in the film, but fuck them. But I think it's a solid sequel, and yeah, this is a fun film. I would give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, definitely, for sure. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. You know, check it out. Remember that song, Paul? What's it all about?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh man, but yeah. So before we wrap up episode 96 episodes, what, Paul, do you have? I know, and I'm just dreading it. Not because I don't dislike it. It's just that, man, just the mental gymnastics I had to go through watching this film. But literally every movie I've seen from this film, from the series, is like I have fun with it, but I get so I have fun, but I'm confused at the goddamn same time, bro. But yes, Paul, what world are we about to step back into for the next episode of PrimeTime Gorehounds? Damn it!
Well, guys, as James said here, you better be ready to do some more mental gymnastics. This one's going to take you through the works again. But yeah, my next pick for guys. Break out the 4-barreled shotgun, get the Hemi-Cuda fired up because we're going to be taking on the Killer Balls and the Tall Man once again. Phantasm 4 Oblivion. We are now 2 films away from finishing this series.
I gotta step into this. Gotta be the Tall Man again. It's like, oh goddamn, why? Come on, I enjoy the franchise. I enjoy the franchise, but I enjoy them, and then I'll be confused, but I'm intrigued. That's all I'm saying. I go through so many different emotions watching this film, this series far.
Well, this one's gonna do it again, and I will say this one's a little bit more different.
In a good way or a bad way?
That depends on what you expect in the film, but I will say this one will be deep diving in the origins of this guy.
All right. Okay. All right. And then, well, for my pick, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a horror film, but it's definitely a psychological thriller for sure.
Okay.
No, it's not Silence of the Lambs.
All right.
It's actually a movie that came out fairly recent. Actually, perfect timing too. Yeah, it's a movie that came out a couple years ago, and it's a movie that I really, really enjoyed. And actually, a movie I've been kind of wanting to get into earlier when we did the Primetime Gorehounds. I just completely I missed it. But yeah, it's a really, really great film. and the trailer for its sequel just came out, so it's perfect timing. So yeah, so for episode 98, we're gonna be watching Joker.
Oh, yes! I've been waiting to see this one again. Yeah, Joker, man. People can say whatever the fuck they want about the Joker film. I fucking loved it because I really enjoyed how they dived into the whole, origin of this character, and also like the messages that this movie was talking about. The whole touching on the aspect with the mental health side of things and how people get left behind and how it makes them go fucking crazy. Yeah, I can dig this, and also we got to keep in mind, also guys, this movie was also the first R-rated movie ever to gross $1 billion at the box office. The only one to do it, man. So with this one we're going to be watching, and of course the new Joker that's coming out, and yeah, okay, it's a musical, but I don't give a fuck. I definitely want to see it. So yeah, Joker, bring it on. As for me, then, that might give me an idea for episode 99, but I'm going to keep it to myself till then.
Yeah. I already know what I got for 100, so I ain't gotta worry about that.
And I know what I got for 101.
And I will say this though too, just the whole. I will watch it, but I am kind of skeptical because I'm just like, does it really need to be a musical? I will watch it, but I'm just kind of like, maybe I don't know. But is Ted Phillips going to direct it?
Yeah, Todd Phillips is still directing it.
Okay, all right.
Definitely his gig.
I know. Listen, just because Lady Gaga's it don't mean having a fucking musical. Lady Gaga's actually a really good actress too.
She is a good actress. I mean, she was in what was the name of that film she was in? There was a recent one. I know she was in that movie.
Gucci.
Yeah,
she was in Gucci. She was in the movie with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, like she's actually a really good actress. So I was like just have her act with him. Well, okay, all right, gonna be a musical, to be a fucking musical.
The crazy thing is, though, I think for a movie like this, I think for a character like Joker, I think it might work. And there are listen,
it could.
And listen, I'm not saying all musical films are good because some of them don't hit the spot. If I had to name 3 musicals I've seen before Joker that I like, that I would recommend people to check out, I would say, well, first off, Rocky Horror Picture Show, obviously, is a fucking
Rocky
classic.
Horror Picture Show is a classic, yes.
Yep. I would say Sweeney Todd. That's another good one.
Sweeney Todd's good.
And I would also say check out Repo the Genetic Opera.
Okay. All right.
That's another good one.
I think the Phantom of the Opera is really good. You're talking to a theater kid, okay? So I know quite a few musicals, okay? So,
I did drama too. Don't forget that.
Okay, so yeah, so I know. And also, and just really quick before we get out of here, I haven't seen the trailer because I don't want to see the trailer because I don't want to be spoiled potentially. But the new Terrifier 3 trailer came out, and I'm assuming you saw it.
Of course I did. You knew I was going to watch that. It's only like a minute.
So without, because I don't trust trailers nowadays. So without like saying the crazy shit they may have shown in the trailer, how is the trailer?
Well, it definitely is keeping its word about it being crazily violent and gory, because I mean, they did kind of show a little quick glimpse of something in a shower. I didn't see a whole lot. It was like a very quick snap bit. The one thing about the trailer is you see him doing a blood angel in a pool of blood, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, Terrifier 3, that's going to be dropping on the 11th of October, and it's going to get a massive cinema run, not just in the US but in the UK as well. So dude, I'm looking forward to it. And they say this is gonna be more gorier than the previous 2, and coming from a guy like Damien Leone, I believe him. So I'm expecting some crazy insanity. I mean, Terrifier 1 was a cool movie. I mean, okay, it had its flaws, but I mean, Terrifier 2, I mean, if you've seen the episode me and James did, you could tell by our reactions. We were like, "Holy fuck!" Some of the stuff that went down.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, the bedroom scene. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. The bedroom scene, the bleach, and yeah.
Oh man, yeah. So, I mean, for me, this is definitely going to be one of my must-see movies of the year. And if it does get released on time on Amazon Prime or Shudder, or if it comes available to have on Blu-ray just in time for Christmas, there's a very strong chance, folks, that that's going to be our Christmas movie.
Now, I will say this. I don't know if Damon Leone plans on it. This has to be it, right?
Word is he's got plans for a fourth one, and that's where he's probably going to stop it. He did say he was going to probably stop there.
Okay, because you don't want to get, because me and Poe talk about it all the time. The shtick of the Terrifier films is what crazy shit we're gonna see, and you have to top yourself every single movie until it gets to a point where you're like, what the fuck else there's there to do? So, but there's plans for a fourth film. Okay, so hopefully this third film will be a nice, appetizer for the fourth film. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy the Terrifier series, absolutely.
But also keep in mind, in August he has another movie coming out, which is not a Terrifier movie, but it's got the same people involved.
Stream, right?
Yes, and I've just found out that Tom Savini and fucking Bill Moseley is gonna be in this new Terrifier movie. And Stream. All right, that's it. We're in.
Hey, you can never go wrong with Bill Moseley. Never go wrong with Bill Moseley.
But that's gonna be. And plus, the movie now has a budget of $2 million.
I agree. Yeah. Halloween Ends definitely lost the plot.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. Halloween. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. Halloween Ends is the reason why Terrifier 2 nabbed $15 million. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, a lot of fans were not happy with Halloween Ends.
And you know how pissed off I was about that.
Well, you wasn't pissed initially. You was more conflicted.
Yeah.
Me, you didn't start getting pissed till later on.
Yeah, because when I was channel surfing, it was on Sky, and I was just like, now I remember why I fucking hated it.
And crazy enough, I didn't hate the film. I didn't hate it. I just thought there were some certain points in the movie that made me question, why now? Why are we doing this now? Why are we doing things in the final film that you would probably do you could possibly do this in a whole other film that doesn't have Michael Myers in it.
You could have had this building up in the previous 2 movies, but you didn't do that.
Or you could have made its own other film.
Yeah, you could have done that too, but instead,
Paul, you could make a Halloween film. You could have Allison, you could have Laurie in, and Michael Myers have to be in it. It's in the same universe, but except this time you're building up a new killer in Corey. You could have done that.
Exactly. You could have done that, but he completely went in a different direction with it, and for a lot of people, for a lot of diehard Halloween fans, it was like a fucking spit in the face. For all of us that were all hyped up with the previous 2 movies.
Yeah. We'll get to Halloween Ends eventually. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, just be ready for me to rip the fucker apart.
Well, Paul, go ahead and tell the folks where they can find you.
All right. Well, if you're on Facebook, Paul Burt's Photography Corner, got a whole bunch of nice photos there. I'm going to be getting some more photos on Friday. There's an annual Town Criers competition happening in my town, so I'll get those photos up at some point. You can also find horror movie related stuff on Facebook as well, called Support Indie Horror. There's a lot of good content in there where we've just passed the 9,000 followers mark now, and that's after about a good 15 years of it still running. If you want to see some other photos, you can find me on Instagram too. Just type in Paul Gorehound Burt. Twitch, Gorehound1983, and a new platform I've been trying lately, and that's Blue Sky. Find me on there too.
Oh, and really quickly, Paul, being that you're a photographer, how you like my photos of me and my new gimmick?
Right now, I'm really enjoying the photos you've been putting out there. I do like how it's like portraying this new character you got going on. Definitely like the black and white photos you've been putting out there too. I would say to add maybe a bit more eeriness and disturbingness to it, have some I was gonna say have some distorted silhouette shots, kind of give it that like more surreal, unhinged vibe to it. Have it gradually build up to that. Start off normal, and then as you progress, make it more distorted. Your photos portray how more and more unhinged you're getting as your story progresses. That's what I would do.
Okay, all right. Nice suggestion. Nice suggestion for sure. Yes, I'm no longer PrimeTime anymore. I'm disfigured James Thomas now, and as you can see, Paul, I'm having a blast doing it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely been fun. It's definitely been fun. I literally took that photo shoot last week, actually, last Wednesday.
Cool.
Yeah, did it right around sunset. Well, just like the sun was starting to go down. So yeah, it was definitely a good time. It was definitely a good time. Yeah, shout out to Wrestle Shoots for it was really cool, dude.
Absolutely.
Okay, and well, as for me, you can find me at PrimeTime James Thomas. That's my professional wrestling channel. Of course, PrimeTime Collective. That's my main channel. Paul, looking forward to SummerSlam?
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to seeing it, man. I mean, I've been seeing some of the stuff that's been building up to it. This whole thing with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, man, this thing's going to come to a head because this has been building up for months now. I mean, Punk's been fucking Drew McIntyre over several times. I mean, you saw Drew absolutely lose his shit during the post show. He's like, I know where your family lives. And I'm just like, oh boy, the Scottish psychopath is in full form at this point. But when you throw Seth Rollins in there as the guest referee, keep in mind, CM Punk, not only did he screw Drew over, but he also fucked over Seth Rollins when it comes to him getting a title shot again in the near future. So that could be an interesting added layer to the story. The other thing I'm looking forward to seeing is also I'm hoping we get to see a little more about the Wyatt Six, because so far I've really been enjoying the segments they've been putting together, and I think the one that kind of hit the hardest for me would probably be listening to Eric Rowan's story, because there's a lot of truth to what he was talking about him losing his two best friends, and he was in a situation where depression really did take him over. And that bit when the bit where he said, "Who's gonna miss me? I'm just Rowan." That to me, I instantly related to, because I've been in spots like that too. So, yeah, that actually did hit the hardest. So, but I'm really looking forward to seeing more of the Wyatt Six, because as you know, James, I've told you about it on and off air. I've really been digging what they've been doing with that character arc. And also keep in mind, man, when they eventually go to Netflix, they did say that their content will be completely uncensored. So once they end up on Netflix, I think you'll get to see a lot more.
I mean, they've been slowly been bringing in some new edgier. I mean, for God's sake, just look at how Liv Morgan's been acting this past couple months. Like that alone tells you that okay, they're going in a different direction. Start seeing a little bit more blood, you know, so fake blood, but it's blood. So it's still they're not really for kids anymore, which I'm trying to say. Yeah, that first episode on Netflix is gonna be huge. It's definitely gonna be huge.
I'm definitely gonna be checking it out.
Like a lot of people are gonna be checking it out for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, PrimeTime Collective, and tomorrow I might be recording a video, because I did watch Longlegs, and I may give my thoughts on the film. Tomorrow, expect that, and so yeah, that's it, right? That is it.
Yeah, I think that'll do it, man.
Okay. All right. Sweet. So, all right. So next week, like I said, I'm gonna pay close attention to my work schedule to see what will be the best time to do another episode. I'll just keep Paul posted.
Same with
But
me if anything comes up.
yeah, but next one will be
Phantasm 4 and then
Phantasm 4. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all, out today. I'm sorry. But, I mean, hey, man, being a wrestler, man, it can take too many shots in the head. It's starting to affect me. Same thing, ain't. But,
James.
Or that too. But Phantasm 4, then Joker, and yes, closing on 100 episodes. Can't wait for that 100 episodes. They said I know what I'm gonna do. All right, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed episode 96 of PrimeTime Gorehounds watching Child's Play 2. Everyone have yourselves a great week. Hit that like and subscribe button. Don't be afraid to share this video as well. And I am PrimeTime James Thomas here with the Gorehound himself, Paul Burt, and stay away from those goddamn women drivers. And we are out. Peace.
Laters.